welcome to another edition of SparkCast. I am your host, Lee, and today is Sunday, November 23rd, 2008. Thanksgiving is just around the corner, which for most people means big meals, lots of family, and a ton of fun. For some of us, though, it also means extra calories and a lack of willpower. This Thanksgiving, let's make it a goal to stay on plan and not let this one day overshadow all of the hard work we've been doing so far. Let's take a look at some of the steps that you can take in an effort to help stay on plan without putting a damper on the Thanksgiving fun. Before the meal, put out an assortment of unshelled nuts. Nuts are filled with protein and they're going to help keep you satisfied. By putting out the unshelled variety, you need to work for it. It keeps you from overindulging and chomping down just because they're there. Start with a salad with an oil and vinegar based dressing. Fill up on those vegetables before even starting on those heavy foods. You can sit next to the slowest eater at the table and try to match their pace. Set your fork down between bites and aim to be the last person done. If you eat slowly and spread your meal over 20 to 30 minutes, your brain will have the time to tell you that you're full. Try to stay with white meat as it has significantly less fat than its darker counterparts. Pick your potato, baked, mashed, or sweet, but keep it to one. Baked potatoes topped with a light margarine or fat-free sour cream are going to give you the most bang for your buck. They're the lowest in calories and fat of all of the options. Mashed potatoes are a close second, depending on how they're prepared. Mashed potatoes can be made using fat-free sour cream and fat-free cream cheese and replacing those heavy creams and butters that are normally used. These are still just as creamy, but much nicer to your waistline. Sweet potatoes are still fairly good for you. However, the best option is to have them baked and topped with some brown sugar instead of being candied or baked with maple syrup. Avoid eating the cranberry sauce unless it's made from scratch using fresh cranberries and a sugar substitute. This tasty little treat contains quite a bit of sugar, and if it's canned, a lot of preservatives. Alcohol's calories definitely add up. If you choose to enjoy a drink on this holiday, try to limit yourself to 1 to 2 glasses of wine instead of any hard liquor, even rum and coke. Not only is it better for your heart, but it's also lower in calories. For dessert, opt for a slice of pumpkin pie instead of pecan pie. You'll be cutting your calories in half. Top with a dollop of whipped cream, fat-free if available, and avoid the ice cream to keep the calories to a minimum. Remember, you can always take a smaller slice. You still get to indulge that sweet tooth for fewer calories. You do not have to deprive yourself in order to have an enjoyable, traditional meal on Thanksgiving. It is important to remember that Thanksgiving is all about being together and showing thanks for the things that you have. Traditions have to start somewhere. How about with you? Here are some ideas for new traditions that do not revolve around food that still allow you to show your appreciation for your family and the things that you're thankful for. You could go to a movie. Make it a game night. Go out to eat to your family's favorite restaurant instead of cooking a big meal. Have your own family football game instead of watching football on TV. Go to a pumpkin farm or go on a hayrack ride. What are some traditions that you could start? Traditions don't need to rule your diet. It's entirely possible to have a wonderful holiday with family and friends and not beat yourself up for it later. Our challenge for this week is going to be to introduce a new Spark People friendly recipe to your Thanksgiving tradition. Our 4 questions this week have to do with what else but Thanksgiving. Number 1, do you celebrate Thanksgiving? Number 2, what does your typical turkey day consist of? Do you travel? Do you get to see your family? What are your meal choices? Number 3, what is one food that you cannot wait to eat this year? And number 4, share your favorite Spark People friendly Thanksgiving recipe. Happy Thanksgiving from all of us at SparkCast, and I will see you next Sunday.